President Biden is overseas on his first trip to the Middle East as president. He's meeting with Israeli leaders, discussing things like Iran and normalization of relations between Israel and Arab nations in the region. ABC's Averi Harper reports from Jerusalem.
After the pomp and circumstance of President Biden's arrival in Israel for his first trip to the Middle East as commander-in-chief, Biden getting down to business.
Israel and the United States also stand together to defend fundamental values and underwrite global security, prosperity, and freedom.
Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid releasing a joint declaration with stern warnings for Iran, pledging to never allow Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon and committing to use all elements of its national power to ensure that outcome. Biden participated in a bilateral meeting with Lapid, who echoed that message. The two leaders differing on strategy, Biden pushing for diplomacy while Lapid calling for a, quote, credible military threat against Iran.
The only thing that will stop Iran is knowing that if they continue to develop their nuclear program, the free world will use force.
With the Israeli-Palestinian conflict on the back burner, the president instead encouraging the normalization of relationships between Israel and Arab nations in the region.
Israel's integration in the region, Israel's peace with its neighbors, these are essential goals.
Those efforts bringing Biden to Saudi Arabia Friday for what is expected to be the most controversial part of his trip, where he'll meet with Saudi leaders, including Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Biden hoping to reset relations with the kingdom after pledging to make it a global pariah for what a U.S. intelligence report determined was the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi. President Biden is also slated to greet American athletes at the Maccabi Games, a competition for Jewish athletes. He'll also meet with Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas before he boards a plane to become the first American president to fly from Israel to Saudi Arabia. Averi Harper, ABC News, Jerusalem.